This is your WW3 news of a Tuesday afternoon regarding a certain company called Piaggio & Co. And this is a confidential information which a shop steward had told me this afternoon around lunchtime. When he told me, I just never stopped laughing for 10 minutes. I should explain why. Now, Piaggio, every year they employ seasonal workers. Up to 6 months usually, but this time round, maximum 2 months. It seems things are not going too well for this company. What they call in Italian contrattisti, or the contractors, which they usually call up every year. You know what they said to this company? Meow, 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 meow. We're not coming. They just told them, fuck off to them, to the company. We're not coming. Because the fact is, how they treat workers. And you know, this company's reputation has just gone down the toilet regarding its prestige and name, which is a sad thing on a certain basis, but usually they call up about 300 people. Well, Italians say we don't want to go fucking at a shithole. They managed to call up 150. Why didn't they didn't call up 150 local workers? They're all bloody foreigners. And you say, nah, foreign workers is a pretty common in working places where just say the locals don't want to do those jobs anymore. The problem is, these 150 which they managed to recruit, they were African people. No problem so far. The problem is, most of them don't speak a word of Italian. Lack of manual skills. Practically, they can't keep a screwdriver in their hand. This was a testable phrase or shop steward of my personal acquaintance has said to me. And they have to train these people, not train them, they have to explain things in English. How to carry out certain phases or production regarding certain products which they put there. It's just laughable. And so you need an English interpreter. And he said to me, there was this African chap, a very good chap, he said, without no doubt. He was asking one of the guards where he has to go in English. And that guard didn't know how to explain it in English because he only speaks Italian. It's obvious. You think in a multinational company it will be a commonplace to find people speaking different languages. Fair enough. Not in this case. There's not even one qualified to be an interpreter to explain to these African chaps how to do the fucking work. And the fact is, they lack manual skills in this area. I think the only manual skills what they got is loitering around all day. This is what the probably company has done. They went outside across the railway where the station is, where all these African chaps loiter around all day with their phone and drinking beer. And they start recruiting them from there. You, now employed. How is it possible a company like this can touch, not yet, the bottom of the barrel, but it's going tits up? After the death of Roberto Colonnini in 2023, the company was valued around about $1 billion. When 2006, his sons Michele and Matteo are in charge. Well, not a pretty good job they're doing. It's a total disaster. And this is one of the indications. This company is not doing pretty well. Today's value, it's between 560 million to $600 million. It's lost in 3 years, roughly, $400 million of face value of the company. And they want to sell in 2028. Yes. When they think they can do the inheritance tax. It's probably on a strategy to pay less taxes. And they said they can probably sell it. This is words going around. But officially and unofficially, there are no buyers so far which going forward. Because it's an absolute disaster. And the future of this prestigious brand, which made the most popular two-wheel scooters in the world, rather is going to end up in Asian hands. Well, if they continue like this on this road, they can even file for bankruptcy.